Hi everyone, welcome to Eden's Secret. Today we're making green Twinkle's cupcakes. We've got our colour, fragrance and soap batter ready to go, and we've got our moulds out, and this one smells like Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Mâle. It's a gorgeous fragrance. Could do as a unisex for men or women. Women love it just as much as the men do. So I've already mixed my titanium dioxide in just to speed things up a little bit, and we need the smallest amount of colour because I want these to be very pastel in colour, so we've used probably a 20th of a teaspoon. I'm frightened to mix it in case it's too dark. No, we actually need a little bit more. Sorry about the washer. I'd already mixed the soap batter and I should have waited until the washer finished really, but I didn't. So I actually worked out in my last soap, because I never get glycerin rivers, and I thought it was down to the mixing, but actually I'm sure it's because I put too much fragrance in. So there's another reason you might get glycerin rivers. So we're ready to pour. I don't fill these all the way to the top because it's a very deep base cupcake if you do that. It's not a very fast mover this, but it has got some speed to it. So just mixing the base into two batches makes life a little bit easier if you've got a faster moving fragrance. If I'd mixed all of the soap batter that I need for the base here, all of the bases, I probably would have started getting too thick to pour. So I just mix it in two separate amounts. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I've got 27 cupcakes to do today because I want to save a bit of the leftover batter to do some embeds for the next soap. It really is gorgeous, this. It does have a bit of a figgy note, but it's very clean and it is just gorgeous. You can see I've added a little bit too much green because these are a little bit darker than the ones I poured before. and we might not manage to get all of these bases with the batter in, but I'm not bothered because I would like some left over to make something else. So will I get 100 mils out of here to get into that last one? I'm not going to risk it, so I'm just going to spoon out a little bit for each cupcake. It does make a racket, that washing machine. I don't know if you can turn the music off. There we go, that's the bases done. Now these are ready to pipe on, so we're going to mix up the next batch to get ready, which is just a plain cream layer, and we're just going to do one pipe on each one. I'm not piling it. I am making a high cupcake as usual, but I just want one layer of the cream, and then the top will be green like the base, and then the we'll have a cream flour on top as well. So I usually do 1200. But I'm not going to this time. I'm just going to put enough in hopefully to do every one that I've poured. So that's the fragrance in there, mixed and ready to go. I'll just get another spoon. And let that thicken until it's ready to pipe. So while we're waiting for that, I'll just turn the camera off and we'll be back in a second. Okay, so the batter's nearly ready to pipe, so I think I'm just gonna spoon it into the piping bag. Put my gloves on first. I've just managed to get all of that in the piping bag in one go, so I don't have to refill it, and then we'll have no air bubbles, hopefully. Sorry, my arm's in the way a bit. I wonder if we video from this side. I guess we've got two arms, so either one or the other is going to be in the way, isn't it? And as you can see, there is a hole in the middle, but I'll fill those up. But I always like to get the round the outside pipe first, and then if I've got any left over, then I can pipe in the centre. I seem to have quite a lot actually. I'm just piping with one hand at the moment, so my hand's not in the way. Oop. And I've got a bit left in there, so we'll just go along, pipe a tiny little blob in the middle of each one. And then we'll have no holes in the soap if you were going to cut it in half. I know a lot of people suggest you cut cupcakes in half, but I don't. I leave them whole. And if you're using them in the shower with your sponge, you just rub it onto your sponge and it just reduces and reduces and reduces. So actually I had one that I was going to show you, but it has, you know, just to show you how small it goes. But I ended up putting it in the bin, so I'll do it with another one sometime. Right, so that's the next layer, and we will now pour the rest of the green. And we'll just use a new jug. I think it's safer to get a new jug if you're piping, because if you use the old jug and you get any scrapings from the soap batter that you've used before, it might not pipe very well. You might get lumps in the piping nozzle. Righto! So we used 1200 there. Normally, well, I didn't really need 12, so I'm gonna put 12 in, because normally I would put about 1500 mils in, or 1.5 kilos in this jug for the top. But as I said, I want to keep some. So 1200 will do. There seems to be a little bit of something in that batter. It's a piece of soap. Right, so let's put a little bit of the green in again. Always best to put too little is too much, because you can always add more but you can't take it away. So awkward thing with, you know, doing two colours, because you want the top green to be the same as the bottom green, don't you? And it's hard to get them exactly the same shade. And that's it. We're just be ready to pipe in a minute. That can go back on the shelf because we don't need it anymore. Now you notice I put more fragrance in, and so it's thickened up a lot faster for the last part. Uh-oh. Dang. I've put that in a bag without a nozzle. And that would happen when I'm in a hurry. This is a seeper bag, which means it's nearly to the end of its life, and the oil starts to seep through the white of the bag. So it'll get thrown away after this use. So we've got some lovely cream flowers to go on top of these once we've piped them. Luckily it's not seasoned, so the batter isn't seizing, so we're okay. Usually I make these far too high and they stand proud of all the other cupcakes, so I'm trying not to put as much batter on the top, as much frosting on the top. But I think we're going to need to take out what's in that other piping bag. Not sure we're going to have enough, but we might be lucky. We might be lucky. Yeah, I think we'll be all right. I just love these. I love the pastelness of them, and just with a little bit of gold glitter on, they just look so gorgeous. And same with the pink twinkles. You know, I love pink and green together. It's my favourite colour combination. And when you see them standing side by side, they just look so cute. Right, now it's time to put on flowers, which are pre-done. And we'll just pop them on the top, right in the centre. I'll just show you the mould I used for these. I'm sure most of you will have seen this mould. So this is the mould, and I'm using the big flower here. It's a very neat mould, and I did obviously buy it. If I can find a link to the mould, I'll put it in the description box below. I should be able to find a link to the mould because it is one of the more common ones. The way the light's shining, the flowers aren't showing up very well, but on the video I don't think anyway. But they are so pretty. So you've got your cream, you've got your green base on the bottom, and then you've got your cream layer, then you've got your green again. It just looks so cute. And then when I put a sprinkle and a gold on, that's why I call them green twinkles. But on the website they're just called green tea. That's green with a T. So it might confuse people thinking they smell of green tea, but they don't. You know, when I go past the soaps that I've got on the shelves, this is one of the ones that stands out to me fragrance wise, and I don't think I'll ever discontinue the fragrance, because unless of course it got discontinued, but I love it so much that I just wouldn't get rid of it. Right, so now it's time. So there you can see the rose on the top and how cute they look. Pretty, eh? So let's just pop on some glitter. And I just have my glitter in a salt and pepper pot like this. And give them all a good sprinkle. Sprinkle the twinkle! Sprinkle the twinkle on there. That's my pathetic American accent. It's useless. Again, if you're a new subscriber to Eden Secret, you're very welcome. Thank you for joining us all here. We've got a very friendly community here. Doesn't tend to be much hate go on at all. So we're really grateful for that. Okay everyone, we're going to unmold these next. So here we are. Our green twinkles cupcake soaps. The smell is absolutely divine, with just a hint of mint, lavender and bergamot, with the middle notes of cumin and orange blossom, leading to a gorgeous woody base of vanilla, tonka bean, sandalwood and cedar wood. absolutely fresh, fabulous, and loved by all who smell them. There you go. All ready to order on the website. Link is in the description box below. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you very, very soon. Bye bye for now.